Fire is a chemical process that is caused by the rapid oxidation of fuel material with the release of heat and light. It can be used as a tool for survival or destroy entire ecosystems. Fire is a dangerous tool that must be utilized with care and precision. Wildfires are primarily a product of human carelessness, but forest fires naturally occur, especially in Mediterranean ecosystems like Southern California. These ecosystems need these forest fires and have been taking place for thousands of years. These forest fires remove the dead and dry plant material while reintroducing the nutrients back into the environment, causing vegetation to grow back bigger and stronger. The presence of fire in Mediterranean climates has been an evolutionary factor that has directly affected how the flora and fauna interact within the environment. A fire could be started by numerous factors, such as lightning, rocks falling and colliding causing sparks, volcanic activity, and spontaneous combustion. The most common was most likely lightning strikes, due to the coastal areas of this environment that favored moist, warm air and cool, high air masses that would create the beautiful light displays, igniting the dry vegetation. There are 3 different fires that can occur. Surface fires that are typically low-intensity rapid fires that target vegetation at the surface of the ground. Crown fires occur in the upper sections and branches of trees. They can be caused by surface fires. Since surface fires and crown fires often happen together, branches and debris will fall from the trees, further fueling the surface fires. The last kind of fire that can occur is ground fires. It is not as common because of the intense flames and heat that occurs. The blaze is so intense that it burns organic material down and continues into the ground, where it targets roots, tubers, and rhizomes below the surface. Although limited on oxygen, they can spread slowly and burn for long periods of time. In a Mediterranean climate, fire is believed to have been a major component for at least 2 million years. In coastal areas, they may have occurred every 65 years, while occurring every 30 to 35 years inland. Plant species have evolved to utilize the fire to their advantage. Pine species like the Monterey, Bishop, and knobcone pine have adapted to produce seeds with a resinous coat that is melted by fire. When the fire is over, the seeds will grow better due to the conditions produced by the fire. There will be more light, more nutrients, and space to grow. Plant communities have evolved to respond to fires and survive once it has dissipated. Man's history with fire is an interesting one. Native Americans utilized prescribed fires to clear landscapes for the germination of oaks, agriculture, and maintaining grasslands for hunting. Within the property of the Lehigh Gap Nature Center, there is a savanna that was created by the Lenape people, who occupied the land for thousands of years. This specific savanna was formed from the continuous burns they conducted. The burns were meant to cultivate berries. They cleared high vegetation so the sunlight could better reach the berries. In today's world, wildfires occur yearly, way more frequently than how often forest fires occurred naturally. This is due to human carelessness that leads to wildfires that are detrimental to ecological health, destroys homes, and puts human and animal lives in danger. The National Park Service estimates that 85% of wildfires are caused by humans. These fires can be caused by unattended campfires, burning debris, equipment use and malfunctions, discarded cigarettes, and much more. The state of California experiences many wildfires every year that damage infrastructure, homes, businesses, and much more. In 2018, it was estimated that there was a total of $148.5 billion in nationwide economic damage from California's wildfire season. This can increase due to climate change causing drier conditions and increasing the likelihood of future wildfires. Although wildfires are a rising issue that must be controlled, prescribed fires are necessary for the maintenance of many ecosystems. Prescribed fires or planned fires are started by trained professionals. The Lehigh Gap Nature Center, for example, has established a grassland on the mountain where heavy metal pollution once occurred. This grassland needs prescribed fires to prevent the heavy metals from entering the food chain. When the fires are conducted, the heavy metals trapped in the ground will rise and bind to the soot, then falling and becoming buried below the vegetation and roots that grow. Trees that begin to grow will die off during the fire. This is actually a good thing since they can incorporate the heavy metals into their leaves. Then caterpillars or other organisms in the ecosystem will ingest those heavy metals. The native grasses, however, do not incorporate the heavy metals into their blades, making these prescribed burns essential to the maintenance of this restoration site by controlling what grows. Here's a fun fact. Wildfire firefighters use prescribed fires as a way to control wildfires. They will burn an outline around the fire to separate the dry vegetation from the flames and stop the fire from spreading. Fire may seem like our enemy, and it is true that we should be very careful with it. But in the past, fires helped ecosystems thrive, and indigenous communities used it to their advantage. Now, wildfires are becoming increasingly common with a much hotter and drier climate. Be conscious of your decisions in the natural world, where a stray flame can cause a lot of damage. Like Smokey the Bear says, only you can prevent wildfires.